Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Lara Trump has made a remarkable decision about her future. She's not going to do it, but then she has something else to say. That's the part you want to hear. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you're not watching us on YouTube, please check that address in the lower right-hand corner. It's youtube.com/@explainamerica. And when you get there, please hit subscribe absolutely free. It really helps us out. Lara Trump, who was heading the RNC and did a remarkable job heading the RNC, her name's been bandied about as a possible replacement for Marco Rubio as the Republican senator from Florida. Personally, I would have loved to see that. But late last night, she withdrew her name from contention. Now, the word is that Florida Governor Ron DeSantis really didn't want to appoint her. He didn't want to make it look bad, that nepotism thing. No matter how qualified she is, he just didn't want it to look like that. But what she said was, she's got a big announcement coming in January, and stay tuned. Now, that could be a lot of things. Does she have a new show coming on cable TV? It's possible. She's great on camera. But I think there's something else. See, she's from North Carolina, and there's been some talk about her going back home and campaigning for the Senate there, where she'd actually have to win the seat, and I think she'd win a landslide. See, because Laura's been really popular. She's been one of our best Republicans, and I think that she could do it. So is that the announcement? I tend to lean towards she's going to either take on a role in the administration or maybe she's got her own show. I believe it's going to be her own show. That's my personal opinion. Look, people love her on Fox News. She's great. She looks great in front of the camera. She's very smart. She knows what she's talking about, and she's a fighter. It'd be great to have her on a network like Fox, and I'd love to see it. I want you to watch this video on it, though, and let me know what you think in the comments.
Great to see you. I assume that you have had a busy couple of days. Let's start with the latest bit of transition news. Lara Trump, Donald Trump's daughter-in-law, announced last night that she's removing herself from consideration to be appointed to the U.S. Senate. This, of course, is the seat that's being vacated by Marco Rubio. It's no secret that she was the incoming president's preference. So what do you think happened?
I'm not sure, but I think it's an interesting move because, if Lara Trump were the one to be appointed to this Florida Senate seat, it would have ensured a MAGA Trump voter in the Senate. And as we just saw with this government funding debacle, every vote is really going to matter in the next Congress, especially when we're talking about reconciliation, when Republicans are going to have to be near unanimous. So this was a fascinating, development. But I'm now curious to see who ends up getting that seat. It is going to be an interesting choice for Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. Let's also note that we know that DeSantis and Trump have had their animosity in the past. They have since mended fences, but they've had that animosity in the past. So it would have been interesting for DeSantis to have to think about how to consider these choices when Lara Trump was in the mix. Definitely a tough choice, especially when you mentioned that was Donald Trump's preference. How would he toe that line if he maybe didn't want to go with Lara Trump, but felt pressure to? So her taking herself out of consideration is a very interesting development here. And I'm curious to see now where the decision process goes from here.
All right. And as we were talking about before, the government shutdown has been averted after